They say old buildings have memories. Some hold laughter, some hold secrets, and some hold ghosts. When Clara Hastings arrived at Ravenswood Academy, she thought it was just another school, a place to study, make friends, and stay out of trouble. But Ravenswood was different. It had rules, strict ones. No talking after lights out, no wandering the halls at night. And most importantly, never go near the abandoned West Wing. Clara didn't believe in ghost stories, not at first, but on her first night in the dormitory, she heard it, a soft, distant sobbing. And that was just the beginning. The rain poured heavily as Clara stepped out of the car, gripping her suitcase. Ravenswood Academy stood tall and grey, its stone walls covered in ivy. The school looked ancient, lost in time. Inside, the air smelled of old books and polished wood. The headmistress, Madame Elspeth, greeted her with a sharp nod. "Follow the rules, and you'll do just fine," she said. Clara was led to her dormitory, room 306, where 3 other girls were unpacking their things. "You must be the new girl," one of them said. Her name was Eliza, and she had a mischievous grin. "Let me guess, no one told you about the ghost?" Clara frowned. "Ghost?" Margaret, the tallest of the 3, smirked. "The lady in white. She roams the halls at night, crying for her lost soul." Anne, the quietest, didn't join in the teasing. She simply muttered, "It's not just a story." Clara rolled her eyes. She didn't believe in ghosts, but that night she heard the crying. The dormitory was silent. The only sounds were the wind outside and the ticking of the old grandfather clock. Then, somewhere in the hallway, a soft sobbing echoed through the air. Clara sat up in bed. The sound was faint but clear. It wasn't the wind. It wasn't the pipes. It was a girl. She slipped out of bed and tiptoed to the door. The hallway was dark, the flickering candlelight casting long shadows. And then she saw it. At the far end of the corridor, a figure in white stood motionless. Long, tangled hair covered her face. Her dress was torn and stained with something dark. Clara's breath caught in her throat. The figure turned slightly, revealing hollow, weeping eyes. Clara gasped, but before she could move, a hand grabbed her wrist. "What are you doing?" Anne whispered harshly, pulling her back into the room. "You shouldn't have seen that." The next day, Clara demanded answers. "Who is she?" she asked Anne. Anne hesitated, then handed Clara a dusty old diary. "This belonged to Isabella Moore. She was a student here, a long time ago." Clara opened the diary. The pages were yellowed, the ink faded, but the words were clear. Isabella had been a student just like them, but she was bullied, mistreated, and punished unfairly. One night, the teachers locked her in the West Wing, a part of the school that had been abandoned for years. They forgot about her. By the time they remembered, she was already gone. Her final diary entry read, "They will never find me, but I will always be here." Clara couldn't ignore the truth. Isabella was still here, still trapped in the place where she had died. That night, Clara did the unthinkable. She went to the West Wing. The door creaked open with a long, eerie groan. The air inside was thick with dust and cold as ice. "Isabella," Clara whispered, "I know what happened to you. You don't have to stay here anymore." From the darkness, the lady in white appeared. Her sad, hollow eyes locked onto Clara's. A soft wind blew through the hallway. The walls trembled. The flickering candlelight dimmed. Then, for the first time, Isabella smiled. Her ghostly figure faded, slowly, gently, until she was nothing more than mist in the moonlight. The next morning, Clara woke up feeling lighter. The air in Ravenswood felt different, warmer, calmer. Anne met her in the hallway, a knowing look in her eyes. "She's gone, isn't she?" Clara nodded. "She's free now." As they walked to breakfast, Clara glanced back at the West Wing. The door where Isabella had been locked away for so long was gone, and for the first time in years, Ravenswood Academy was at peace.